I could stay like this, forever following you.
Letting go seems to be a reoccurring theme lately for both of us. For example, at a recent group meditation, we used our breath to help rid the emotional stuff we oftentimes bury deep inside of us.
And I recently attended a sound bath, which was similar to a meditation but uses sound to help with energy balancing, awareness, and particularly letting go of what we did not want to take home with us. It was a truly magical experience. But I wonder if the universe is trying to say something.
Perhaps it is time to explore this concept a little further because for me, I find letting go is a struggle. Easier said than done. When I think I'm over a situation, all of a sudden, I will get a trigger and before I know it, I'm dwelling on it. I have negative thoughts, self-doubt creeps in, and I start feeling like a victim.
It's not easy to let go of negative or deeply emotionally charged thoughts, resentment, repeating memories. I often ask myself, what is it doing for me to keep dwelling on this? How is it serving me? And most of the time, my answer is not positive. I usually continue to have negative thoughts, anxiousness, self-doubt, and anger, which leads to getting stuck in that negative mindset.
I'm pretty sure we have all had moments when someone has offended us and we find it hard to let go and move on. I know that I have, and I want to let go of what no longer serves me. I'm done with the unnecessary worry, stress, self-doubt, and fear that takes over my thoughts and feelings.
Resistance to letting go is part of this process of awareness and acceptance. Sometimes the thought of letting go of something that we partially identify ourselves with can be frightening. Although we may be aware that we need to let go, we also as human beings take comfort in what is familiar. Even if it is negative or toxic, it can feel like a familiar friend. Other types of resistance is how we think, like in the future, such as, I will be happy when I move to the house with the white picket fence, or if I can land my dream job, or when I lose 20 pounds. Let's simplify things. Let me ask a question. What brings me happiness in this instant, right now? Practicing gratitude and being thankful often reminds us that there is happiness and positivity available.
I read a quote once that read, "The truth is, unless you let go, unless you forgive yourself, unless you forgive the situation, unless you realize that the situation is over, you cannot move forward." I get that, but how do I let go? I try to speak about my feelings. I have found that meditation can really help with releasing what no longer serves me to the universe. Yoga and exercise makes me feel good, so I try to incorporate that every day, even if it's going outside, taking my dog for a walk, and listening to music. I would rather be in a positive mindset than negative, so I choose to remind myself that I need to be kind to myself and try not to overthink and relive the past. One technique I was taught was to imagine you are in front of a mirror, and in that mirror, you see yourself around the age of 7, a child. Try telling that child the thoughts that are in your head. Like, for example, tell that child that they are not worthy, or people don't like you. Nobody wants to be your friend. You can't do it. Look how ugly you are. You're fat. Unimaginable, isn't it? I would never tell that child those things, nor do I tell my own children these types of words. So why do I tell myself these things now? We all have experienced trauma in some way, and instead of beating ourselves up about it, let's try to be kind to ourselves and let it go. Tell that child in the mirror that they are beautiful, that they can do anything they want. You are so loved. This is a really wonderful way for me to stop the negative thoughts when I'm aware it's happening.
Steps to letting go with or without help. Awareness. Recognizing what it is and making a conscious decision to let it go. Express the pain or hurt and our responsibility. Do I have a small part in the hurt? What could I have done differently? Talk about it. Talk about it with a friend, with a therapist, with a professional, it doesn't matter. Perhaps you could write it down instead. Journal. Write a letter that you never mail. Write an email that you never send. Stop being the victim and blaming others. We all have a choice to continue to feel bad about another person's actions or take responsibility for our own happiness. Focus on the present, the here and now. Live in the moment.
So let's do this, and we wish the same for you.